Kindly come forward, please. Mr. Balamurugan. Come on, people, cheer up. I want energy to be high post lunch. Thank you, sir. With this, I would like to invite Mr. Adams, the President of NIPM Student Chapter, DDGDVC, to take over the next session.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is Adams, President of DDGVC NIPM Student Chapter. It's time to test our HR intellect and strategic thinking as we kick off one of the most exciting segment of Tanthra, the national level HR quiz, conducted in association with National Institute of Personnel Management. This quiz isn't just a competition, it's a platform that brings together the brightest mind in human resource management and making them think critically and apply their knowledge and showcase their expertise in HR concepts, industrial trends, and best practices. HR is the backbone of any successful organization, and mastering its principle requires not just theoretical knowledge but also practical understanding. This quiz, we aim to foster learning, healthy competition, and networking with HR enthusiasts and professionals. The participants today will face series of thought-provoking questions across multiple rounds covering HR domains like talent management, industrial relations, labor laws, organizational behavior, HR analytics, and more. But here's the real twist. In addition to HR concept, we have exclusive questions based on today's event. So if you have been paying attention, this is your moment to shine. Stay alert, recall what you've seen and heard. Turn every detail into an advantage. So gear up, stay sharp, let's find out who will emerge as the ultimate HR champion of Tanthra 24-25. Let's the quiz begin. Without any further ado, I now invite Ms. Soumya, Secretary of DDGVC NIPM Student Chapter, to introduce our quiz masters.
Good afternoon, everyone. It is with great pleasure that I take this moment to introduce distinguished professionals who will be leading us through today's exciting national level HR quiz. Firstly, Mr. Dinesh, an accomplished HR leader currently serving as a plant HR head at Classic Industries and Exports Limited, Apollo Tyres Group. With over a decade of experience across manufacturing, steel, retail, and FMCG, he excels in recruitment, industrial relations, performance management, training, employee engagement, payroll, and legal compliance. Holding an MBA in HR, an LLB in law, and an MSc in psychology, he brings deep insights into labor relations and organizational behavior. Certified in labor law, HR analytics, and contract labor management, his expertise is truly commendable. Moving on, I would now like to introduce Mr. Colin Bruno. Mr. Colin Bruno is an experienced HR professional with expertise in IT, market research, analytics, and the BPM industry. Currently serving as an assistant manager, human resources at Trinity Life Sciences, he specializes in strategic recruitment, campus hiring across India, management, teamwork, and leadership. With a strong foundation in technical recruiting and HR analytics, he has successfully contributed to talent acquisition and workforce planning. His career includes roles at Nielsen IQ, HCL Technologies, and Technosoft Corporation, where he gained hands-on experience in end-to-end recruitment and campus hiring. A mechanical engineering graduate from Loyola Institute of Technology, he further honed his HR expertise with an MBA in Human Resource Management from DG Vaishnav College. In addition, he is an active public speaker and a part of the executive committee at NIPM Madras chapter, demonstrating his leadership in the HR community. Along with Mr. Dinesh and Mr. Colin, we are honored to welcome Mr. Babu Thomas and of course our dearest Banu Kumar sir and other esteemed representatives from National Institute of Personnel Management, whose presence adds immense value to the event. As we continue this remarkable event, we would like to take a moment to express our heartfelt gratitude to our supporting partner, NIPM, for this unwavering support in making this national level HR quiz a grand success. Their continuous encouragement and collaboration have been instrumental in elevating this competition to new heights. To honor their valuable contribution, I now invite Ms. Aruna Kumari, Head in Charge, PG Department of Human Resource Management, to felicitate NIPM team as a token of our appreciation. Please, ma'am. Please join us, sir. And now it's time to begin the much awaited national level HR quiz. Let's put our hands together for Mr. Dinesh C., Mr. Colin Bruno and the esteemed NIPM team as they take over the session. We look forward to an exciting and intellectually stimulating competition under their guidance. A big round of applause, everyone.
Very good afternoon, guys. கேட்கல Great. So I know how to handle such post-lunch events, which would be very difficult for you guys because I'm an alumni of this DG Vaishnav College. Same like you, when I'm sitting at the back, right? I know the difficulty what you guys have faced. So let's have one common activity, guys. So you all ready for it? I don't want you to stand or nothing like that. I think many of them would have known about this short activity. So the activity is very simple. Put your hands. I don't want to carry anything. Just keep your hands as simple as that. People who know about it do not participate in this activity. Right? Listen to my instruction very clearly. When I say 1, 2, 3 clap, you all have to clap. People who know, please do not participate in this. Right? Let's go for it. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. How many of them have listened to my instruction? So my instruction is very clear. When I say 1, 2, 3, clap, you all have to clap. So can we go again? 1, 2, 3, clap. 1, 2, 3. Great. So thank you guys for inviting us. I think you all be knowing about us. So we represent NIPM, National Institute of Personnel Management, specifically for the HR community. So there are a lot of MBA guys who just graduating this year, next year. So specialized in HR, please utilize this forum. So this forum is exclusively for the HR people, HR professionals. So we host a lot of events specifically for the monthly meetings, and we host students conference, seminars, and a lot of events across India. So we have our office in Mylapore. So there we have, which is exclusively for the Chennai chapter. So we all wanted you, if you more interested about NIPM Madras chapter, you can look at our website and you can also enroll for it. Great. So I know you all been much waiting for this HR quiz, right? How many of them, raise your hand, how many of them from the other colleges, not from DG? Just raise your hands. Okay. Put your hands down. So how many of them have participated in NIPM quiz earlier? Just raise your hands. Participated in NIPM quiz. 1. And another 2. Anyone else? 3. Great. I think the other, yeah. So other people, I think you all new to it. Okay. How many of them know this platform called Kahoot? K-A-H-O-O-T. So majorly, so it's good that I don't want to give you much about it, but however, it's my, as a quiz master, it's my responsibility to give you a basic of it. Great. Let me put you some thumb rules for this quiz program, guys. Number one, it's an individual game, right? Any technical glitch happening in between, be it like any of your network issue, be it like if you receive any calls, messages, I'm sorry, we are not responsible for that. I'm making the statement very clear. First. Second thumb rule, all your name, all the display name has to be from your name, space or underscore followed with your college name. Your first name or whatever your one name. I don't want you to be three names followed with this. One name, underscore or space with your college name. College name, you mention it as however you want, but college name has to be there, right? And so this is on the name front. And the third thumb rule is very important. In case if you face any technical glitch in between your test which has occurred, any problem, right? You will always have the game pin displayed on the screen. You can get into the game pin, but if you are mentioning the same name, sometimes it will not allow you to re-log into the game. So for that, you need to give a different name. For example, Dinesh space Vaishnav. Dinesh space Vaishnav. If you give the same name, it will not sometimes allow you to do that. So for that, Dinesh 1 space Vaishnav. Just change the name and just enter into it again. Okay? In case further, if you cannot able to do it, we have people to solve your problems, but however, it's not our responsibility. So please make sure, even if you are getting a calls, messages or any technical glitch, please make sure that you take it on your own risk. Great? Should we go for it? Great. So how this marks has been calculated? Like you might have, like for each questions you will have 30 seconds to answer it. Right? With 30 seconds, how this is calculating? You might think that, let's say 3 people are there. The first person the first person click on the answer at 10 seconds. Within 10 seconds. The second person clicking the answer within 20 seconds. The third person clicking the answer in 30 seconds. So fastest fingers, fastest the mark. I mean the highest the mark. So as soon as the question get displayed here, make sure you read it completely. You will have a 2-3 seconds to read the question. Post that you will have the answers being displayed. You can have the answers. The sooner you click the answer, the higher the marks that you will be getting it up. Clear? The sooner you click the answer, the higher the marks that you will be getting, if it is correct. If it is wrong, obviously no marks. There is no negative marks in this, but the sooner you click, the higher the marks that you will be getting it up. Great. So before we get into the quiz, shall we go for a one trial? Right? Again, I'm saying you, once we log the program, you cannot be re-entered into it. So let's make sure, when I say we want to start up, so let's make sure that everyone is inside it. Okay, let's go for a demo now. You can enter to the website kahoot.it, Kahoot.it. And the game pin is 7673466. Guys, as I said, your name followed with your college name, please. Thirteen participants here. Make it fast. Kahoot.it. Have all your game pin there. The game pin is displayed at the top. Let's not mention college, CLG. Please don't do that. Just mention your first name of your college. Should be fine. More than fine enough. Wonderful. 41, 42. Dinesh is my co-host. Once you have done, Dinesh will log the program. Post that you cannot enter into that. So make it fast. So this is a demo version of it. We want to finish this program as soon as possible. Come on, guys. Anyone else who had to join the program, just raise your hands. 3, 4, 5, 6. Make it fast, guys. Come on, 79. Should we log? Guys, there is no app, just a website called kahoot.it. So we're going to log now. Anyone else, just raise your hands. Make it fast. Yeah. It's very simple as a kahoot.it. So we're going to log now. Anyone else? Okay. So we're going to log now. Make it fast, guys. Just a demo version of it. Last 10 seconds, please. It's very simple. Just please make it silent, guys. Do not discuss your answers with others, please. So this is an individual event and the prize is also an individual. Let's not discuss your answers with others. As I said, if you look at the other screen, you will lose every milliseconds of it. So if you lose it, you will lose your points. So concentrate on your phone. Okay, we're going to lock now. 5, 4, make it fast. I hope everyone this side, everyone is clear, right? Done. This side? I think, Babu, you will start now. We'll start now. I think you can get it joined. Okay, this is a demo version. Okay, Dinesh, you can log. I mean, let's not lock, and I think we can start. Let him join in between that. Okay. Okay. The first question on the display. When was Madras officially renamed as Chennai? Wonderful. We have got almost 35, 40, 50, 62. Great. 95, 90, 100. Wonderful. Great. So you will have the answers there, which is displayed. 17th July 1996. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Come on. You will also have the scoreboard, guys. Vayanan L. Who is Vayanan L? Great. Nikhil and MSSM. Hey guys, this is just a demo. Relax. Relax. Rudy SRM. Who is Rudy? Okay. With the same cheers, we wanna enter into the main version of it. Okay, let's go to the next question. Again, a demo version. Let's get to the main. Yeah. Which is the oldest education institution in Chennai? Come on. It's 105, 107. So, come on, the one person is still left to. So this is the timing, yeah. College of Engineering, Gindi. So let's see the top one. Who's reigns? Sobik MSSWM. And same, Visesh from DGVC. From which department, man? BB, that's great. Great. So I hope no MAHRM is not being participating. Please make sure that. Okay? Even if you're coming inside, we won't give you the prize amount. So let's make sure that you guys are not into it. Okay, let's go to the last final demo version of it. Let's go to the next one. Where was the Madras Zoo originally established? Oh, so quick. So this is the timer, 7 seconds, 5. So for the main version you will have. Yeah, great. So now the leaderboard, Visesh from DGBC, from guys, Visesh from DGBC from the BCom, right? BBA. So let's not take it into that. Oh, great. Okay, can we all go into the original version of this program? Can we all? Okay, fine. Dinesh, over to you to that. Same, you can log out, sorry, not log out, you can exit from this. We have already, just close it. So first round, yes. So, I hope you all know the price amounts, right? No? Okay, I'll tell you, very interesting. The second runner-up is 2,000. The first runner-up is 3,000. The first prize, any guess? Not required. They all be knowing. First prize is 5,000. And there is two special prizes, which is 1,000 rupees each. Right? So let's get into the main version of the program. I hope just get logged into it, guys. But this time we're gonna log, no new participants would be entered into the program. So this quiz is once we log, no new participants can be entered. Make sure that log in right away now. $83. Let's see if we are hitting. It's 100 now. Great. 105. Let's hope if we are hitting 110, 110. Anyone else ready to log in? Just raise your hands. Guys, I am again telling you, we will not permit you inside in between the game. We will log for the session. So make sure you enter it right away and no further additions will be provided in between. We will be very clear on that. We will not permit anyone. As I said, even if you have any technical glitch, same. The game pin is already mentioned. Just change your name and you can re-enter into it. As simple as that. Great. Should we start? Should we log? 114. Anyone else who is yet to log in? Just raise your hands. We're going to log now. I hope 1. Anyone else, guys? Which makes 115. Make it fast. I hope everyone have logged in. No, we will ensure that. If you are re-logging in, we will, persons who are facing technical glitch, please raise your hands. We will come to your place and see what is the glitch and we will unlock and we will add you there. As simple as that. Make it fast. Any doubts before we move on to the main event? Any doubts? I hope you are all clear. Right? Should we lock? Okay. Dinesh, you can lock now. So let's get into the first question. Start. The first question on the screen now. Which of the following is not a common sourcing method of recruiting candidates? Understand the questions, not a sourcing. More, 10 more people. 5 more. Yes. Let's go. Look at the leaderboard. Who is the first guy? It's Hemant, MSSM. Great Murmu, Ramco. The second question. What is the primary advantage of using AI in recruitment? Yes. Skip. Next. Harini ECW. Right. Moving on to the third. What is the key benefit of employer branding in recruitment? Three more, two more. Yes. Next. Fourth question. What metric measures the time taken to fill a job vacancy? All these questions are industry related questions, which is very important for you guys to know before you take up your interviews. Last one person. Yes. Skip. And the leading Harini ACW. Ethiraj College for Women. Is it? Great. What is the term quality of hire referred to? One more. Yes. On the leaderboard remains the same. What is the best practice to improve candidate experience during recruitment? Three more. Last one. Come on, skip. Next. Leading the same. What is the STAR interview method used for? STAR. Skip. Next on the leaderboard Yeah, one more. SMC. Stella Maris? Is it? Great. What is an example of an illegal interview question? It's very easy, guys. Four more people to answer. One more. The color of the answer describes it. Nothing against anything. Right, next, yeah. Ninth. What is the purpose of equal employment opportunity regulations? Last one more. Great. To ensure fair hiring practice. Oh, new one. Stella, Nikita. Congrats. The 10th question on your screen. In recruitment, what is the main goal of a background check? Very simple. Great. Two more persons. Next. Leaderboard remains the same. 11 questions on your screen. What is the primary advantage of using passive candidate sourcing? Yes. There is a change? Yes. Which sourcing technique is most effective for finding high-level executive candidates? The answer is already in the question, so very simple. Next, what is the key benefit of using an ATS? On an average, I could see 25, 8 seconds, could see most of them are answering. Good. I could see one person who is always delays for all the questions, guys. Need to figure out who is that. Leaderboard remains the same. What is the most effective way to measure the success of a hiring process? Think about all the answers are looks like same, but there is a catch. See, one person. As I said, okay. 15th. Which of the following is a key indicator of a strong employer brand? What is the main purpose of structured interview? Two more. What should a recruiter do when a candidate asks about salary early in the interview? What is the key purpose of diversity hiring strategy? Which law protects candidates from discrimination based on disability in the US? Three more, make it fast. The last one. Why is conducting reference checks are important? There is a difference in background check and the reference check. What is the difference between onboarding and orientation? We are not updating the leaderboard. Okay, what is the key reason why onboarding should last beyond the first 0 days? What should HR do before a new hire's first day? What is the ideal way to introduce a new employee to their team? The last person, same. Come on. practice for onboarding remote employees? Last two more. So after 25th question, we have a change in the scoreboard. Pragdish M. Who's Pragdish M? Pragdish. Hey, who's this guy? Come on. This is not even in the hall. Just raise your hands. Who's Pragdish? If not, we will try to move this person out. Who's Pragdish? We need to find out, guys, or we will kick him out. No college is mentioned there. Who's Pragdish? Okay, so we are finalizing. Even if this Pragdish comes in to the leaderboard, we will not consider. I will give a final call. Who is Pragdish? Is there anyone from MHRM? I hope no. We are locking. We are not considering Pragdish for this board. Three more persons, come on. Next one. Next. Let's moving on to the next one. Next, Dinesh. Yeah, it will continue. Why should companies conduct workplace safety training during the onboarding? How does onboarding impact employee retention? Next. What should managers do during onboarding to support new employees? Next. How can HR measure the effectiveness of onboarding program? Make it quick. We have another half to complete. What is 0, 60, 90 day plan in onboarding? 0 days, 60 days, 90 days. Next. Which of the following is a key function of HR operations in a strategic role? How can HR operations contribute to business growth? Two answers might resemble similar, just be careful. Which is one of the biggest risk of non-compliance with labor law? People who cannot see, maybe you just come front here, no? If you cannot able to see, please come front. Okay. If you are comfortable, we are fine. Yeah. What is the purpose of an HR audit? What is a common challenge in global payroll management? Which HR metric is most relevant for evaluating the compensation fairness? Which HR metric helps measure employee retention success? What is the main purpose of predictive HR analytics? What is the first step in handling workplace conflict as an HR guy? Which strategy helps improve employee relations? What is an advantage of using AI in HR operations? Same questions you would have got in recruitment, now it's in operations. How does cloud-based HR software improve HR operations? What is the primary focus of workforce planning in HR operations? Last four more. Come on. Next. Our leaderboards are not updated now. We will display you shortly after 50th question. Which HR strategy helps reduce the impact of high turnover? What is an essential compliance requirement for terminating an employee? Next, What is the purpose of an equal employment opportunity policy? Good. The last question, what is a major risk of payroll mismanagement? Risk of payroll mismanagement. What does a total reward strategy in compensation include? So with it we will take a quick pause. Okay, so we'll have a quick pause here now. Students over here, now we have almost covered with 50 questions which is related to HR. So we wanted to know about your experience, guys. So with your learning experience, all these questions, how do you feel the difference? Was it helpful? How do you make a difference? Anyone here who have gone through this quest? Can someone tell me about how these questions were really is it really helpful? Is it more related to industry? What kind of an experience you have? People who have taken here, please. Yes. Can you have a mic, please? What is your experience?
Good afternoon, everyone. I have a mentor in HR, so I used to discuss this thing every day. So whenever I used to discuss topics, he used to discuss every day this thing, and I find really easy to answer. But due to the time constraint, I could not read whole questions and as well as other points. So sometimes I made a mistakes in selecting the topics. This is the benefit.
Okay.
This is the discomfort that I feel. But otherwise, all the questions were known to me.
Great. Great.
Thank
so
you.
was it industry related or was it?
It is industry related.
Great. Thank you. Your good name?
My name is Anushri.
Thank you, Anushree. Anyone else? How do you feel? What is your experience on this? Yes.
I think definitely it's not theoretical, definitely it is practical, which is practicing in the industries.
Exactly. So that is where, see, all these questions we have coined and termed in such a way, it should not be in bookish questions that come to you like you read from the books, read here. So that is not our intention to make all this quests for you guys, but we want to ensure that more of industry related questions, the basic is here bookish, but what is applying on the industry is something that we have been put up here. Okay, so now whatever that we have done is majorly on the HR side. The next 25 questions would be more related to the event which you have been attending from the morning. So again, this 15 questions is also considered, plus this 25 questions is also considered. People who have not come to the scoreboard, you will again have 25 questions to come top to the scoreboard. Now can we look at the leaders who is on the top 15 now? So from this, top 15 will be considered for the final round. Okay, so I mean not this scoreboard, after the 75th question of final, I mean before the winding of the first round, we will have the top 15. Now let's look at the first scoreboard. So Deepthi MSSW, let's give a big round of applause for Deepthi. Nikita, Stella, Padma, TILS, Nalini. Who is Nalini? You have which college? You're which college? Okay, HR professional. Okay. No, this is exclusively for the students, so I think we will not be considered. I'm sorry for that, right? Thank you. So, Divit, TG DDGVC. Divit, who is Divit? From which department? MSW. Okay, great. Fine, congrats guys. Let's move on to the last 25 questions, which is more related to the event of the day, which you have started from this morning. Okay, let's move on to this. Yeah. #51. Make it fast, guys. Move. Next. Because let's not make noise, please. Yeah. How many HR professionals here? HR professionals, 1. Attending the quiz, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. You can participate. We will look at the scoreboard and we'll see how this works out. Okay. Last 5 people to answer. Make it fast. Yes, let's move on. Next, who moderated the panel discussion? Make it fast, guys. Make it fast, guys. Last 5 more people to answer. Yes, next. 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 Last 5 persons for the first round. Last 2 persons. The last question. Great. Wonderful, thank you guys. So are you all eager to look at your results? Yes? Okay, so it will be very much transparent. The first, these 15 people will be part of the round 2, which means the final round. So we will be first displaying the first 7 people as per the scoreboard, whatever it is there. Plus we will also show you the rest of the 8 people where you will be eligible for the final round. Okay, here we go. The third place, Shruti WCC. Race, please race. Second, Myths. The first, Myths from DP, yeah. And the Myths from DGVC. Race, please race, guys. And we will show you the entire top 15. Please, whoever people are here, please raise up and come to the stage. Right? Okay.
தெரியுது எல்லாமே எடுத்துருவா.
கட் பண்ணி சொல்லு. Two please. எங்கேயோ So here are your results. So please come on to the stage, guys. Whomsoever are top 15, please come to the stage. The top 3, who is top 3? Please come on to the stage. That's okay. The top 3 whom I called recently now. Yeah. Divit, mates from DPDHL. Let's give a big round of applause, guys. Shruti, WCC, Padma TLs, Nalini U, Meena MOP, Aruna Devi SMC, Harish ECW, Harini ECW, Nikita Stella, Pavitra DGVC. Come on the stage, please come on the stage. DP MSSW, Devadarshini, Govardhani, Jina SMC, and Aryan from DGVC. Come on the stage, let's give them a big round of applause, guys. Come on. Take up your seats. So here we go for the final round. I want all of you to encourage your college people. So this is the platform for you to make your colleagues much better appreciation. Come on. Reddy from SRM. Since one is out from this leaderboard, so we are accommodating Reddy as a 16th person from SRM. Start clicking at this delete. You delete. Delete பண்ணுங்க questions-லாம் தூரத்துக்கு பாருங்க. கஷ்டப்பட்டு போடுறாங்க. 25% என்ன சொல்லிருக்கோம்? Okay. we have some modifications which is happening. So earlier we are planned to have 50 questions. So now we are cut shorting to 25 due to time constraint, right? So people on the dais wanted to know, like, apart from the HR professionals, like on the student side, I wanted to know, like, how was your experience? To be very honest, how is the students from your side? Like, just give them the mic, no? How do you feel about this quiz? The questions, the options, yes.
Overall, all the questions seem to brush up what we have learned in the MAHR so far.
Great. So, yeah, fantastic. Yes.
The only challenge is time. We should be very quick. That is quite challenging.
Okay, great. We'll take them into consideration. Who else? Anyone else? Okay, so I wanted to put up this question to the HR professionals. So, how do you think about these questions? Obviously, not to you. As an HR professional, what do you think that how this questions helps for the students? Was it really, so since being we are all in the industry, so we know which is day-to-day life, we are being working on all these things, right? So, how do you think about this?
I believe they'll get exposed to these kind of industry practices what we are doing day to day.
Yeah, thank you. As anyone, yeah.
I think these questions will help in some places, like during the recruitment. This will be help to the students.
Yes, great. So guys, all these questions, we are being coined in such a way that this would definitely wanted to at least help in any of their interviews. We have kept that in mind, and that is where we have coined all these questions, right? Great. So now again, same pattern, but it will be having only 25 questions to you, put up to you on the screen. For each and every questions, same options will be given to you, same duration will be given to you, right? So no changes in the duration now. You can start entering into it. So I want the audience to encourage each when, the questions, your college is coming up, your friends is coming up, please do encourage them. This is very important for them to also have it, okay? Let's give them a big round of applause before we start this final quiz.
Remember, it is only for those on the stage, nothing for you now.
Yes. People off the dais, please don't enter into that. This is only for the people over here, yes. 15. So just to confirm, Nikita, Nikita, yeah. Aryan, Govardhani, okay. Divit, yeah. Padma, Meena, Riddhi, Nalini, Aruna Devi, Pavitra, Jina, Devadarshini, Mits, Dipti, Harini. Yes, great. So should we start? With a big round of applause, let's move on to the first question now. What is the main purpose of HR key performance indicators? All these questions will not be so easy as it is. Wow, wonderful. We have all 14. So which HR metric is used to evaluate the effectiveness of hiring decisions? Great. Which is one of the biggest advantage of integrating in HRIS? Wonderful. Could see everyone is getting connected. How can AI enhance HR operations? Could see a good competition. All 14 were giving the right answers. There will be a good competition in calculating this. Wow, wonderful. All 15. How should HR adopt policies for hybrid or remote workforce? Amazing. Wow. Let's give them a good round of applause, guys. Come on. What is the primary role of an HR business partner? Wow, again. Too fast. How does an HRBP add value to an organization? Wow, again. Nice. Again, and 15. There will be a good competition, it seems like. Let's see if again if you are hitting the same 15. Yes, one more time. It's an hat trick. Come on, guys. Fantastic. Nice. How can an HRBP use people analytics effectively? Again in 15, the last 10 questions of Tanthra quiz final round. What is the key focus of an HRBP in employee engagement? What is the most effective HRBP strategy during organizational change? How can an HRBP help build a strong organization culture? How should an HRBP approach compensation in different countries? We will not display the leaderboard now, that will be displayed at the valedictory. However, if you get a small hint to look at the leaderboard, you can still see that, but we are trying to skip it. If you get small hints, you'll have the money to look into it. That's where my co-host is specialized in skipping the leaderboard now. The last two questions. And the last question now. Yes. Done. Is it 24 or you left with one more question?
Okay, that's okay. Let it be off.
Huh.
Let them answer it. It's okay. Let them answer it. Let them answer the 25th question.
Done. Hope you all completed. Great. So let's give them the big round of applause for all the finalists over here. Irrespective, they win, they lose, but they have achieved and they have been on the dais at this point. Okay. So thank you so much. At this point, I want to call all the fellow colleagues of NIPM. Saravanan sir, please be on the stage. Yeah, Babu Thomas, yes. So we will want to, this is a group that we have planned and hosted this event all the way from NIPM to support you guys for the Tanthra event. So thank you so much for this wonderful opportunity given to us to make this event. Great, yeah. So finalists, if you can, we'll take a one group pic, please. thank you guys. Yeah, we will announce the results in the valedictory, so please stay tuned till the time. Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, faculty members, and dear students, a very happy evening and welcome to the grand finale of Tanthra 2024-2025 Ideal HR. We have embarked on an extraordinary journey throughout this session, filled with innovation, creativity, and inspiration. Today, we gather here to mark the end to this incredible event, and it's time for us to celebrate its culmination in a grand style. On this note, I would like to invite Mr. Vivek from 2nd MHRM to take us through the Tanthra 2024-25 Ideal HR. Let us welcome Vivek with a big round of applause.
Good evening to everyone gathered here. I, Vivek from 2nd MHRM, am thrilled to present a recap of Tanthra 2024-2025 Ideal HR. Before we delve into the highlights, I want to express my sincere gratitude to each and every one of you who graced us with your presence on this remarkable gathering. Now let's revisit some of the key moments and takeaways that made Tanthra 2025 so special. The conclave commenced with the esteemed presence of our chief guest, Dr. Praveen Purohit, Deputy Group CHRO, Vedanta Resources Limited. In his address, Mr. Purohit highlighted the 7 key pillars that drive a company's success, emphasizing the crucial roles of people, integrity, digitalization, and growth. He stressed the enormous opportunities that exist in the HR world for the current generation, underscoring the importance of developing the right skill set to thrive in today's competitive job market. Mr. Purohit also called on attendees to learn about environmental social governance, leverage technology effectively, and understand what truly makes an ideal HR professional. Dr. Purohit concluded his address by commending the Tanthra and Drona initiatives, encouraging students to fully engage and benefit from these valuable programs. Following the inspiring inauguration by our chief guest, Tanthra 2025 delved into a crucial panel discussion on inclusive leadership, the key to sustainable DEI, moderated by Ms. Lakshmi Vijay Kumar. The panel discussion centered on diversity, inclusion, and leadership in the corporate world with a focus on women in HR. The speaker shared diverse career experiences and insights. Ms. Dilshad emphasized the impact of diversity, pandemic navigation, and confidence for young HR professionals, encouraging student engagement. Ms. Nazia discussed inclusive leadership, development initiatives, mentorship for women, turnover reduction strategies, and diverse culture creation through leadership buy-in and NGO partnerships, highlighting communication with top leadership about DEI. Ms. Kalpana shared a 35-year career journey focusing on work-life integration, the evolution of D&I in IT, and the importance of active listening and humility in leadership. Overall, the panelists offered valuable insights and advice for aspiring HR professionals, particularly women, on building successful and fulfilling careers. To further engage the audience on the topic of diversity, Tanthra 2025 featured a fireside chat on generational diversity. This session saw the audience exploring the unique dynamics between baby boomers, Gen X, millennials, and Gen Z in today's workplace. The conversation centered on leveraging the strengths of each generation to bridge communication and collaboration gaps. The fireside session provided a compass for navigating the complexities of generational diversity, guiding participants towards building more unified and effective teams. One of the biggest highlights of the session is panelist Ms. Vijay Lakshmi sharing with the audience 2 humorous short clips on stage illustrating the generational gap, eliciting laughter and engaging the attendees. Following the engaging fireside chat, Tanthra 2025 ramped up the excitement with its national level HR quiz conducted in collaboration with National Institute of Personal Management Madras chapter. The participants were showcasing their knowledge with the spirit of healthy competition, making the quiz a rewarding and an enriching addition to the Tanthra 2025 program. For the keynote address to the panel discussions, fireside chat, and engaging quiz, the conclave offered a diverse range of perspectives on the evolving HR landscape. A huge thank you to our incredible panelists and moderators for their crucial contributions. We look forward to welcoming you back to Tanthra in the future. Thank you all.
Thank you, Vivek. Dear audience, I would request all of you to maintain decorum. We have dignitaries over here at the front desk. I hope to get cooperation from you all. Thank you. I would request Ms. Beulah ma'am to occupy on the dais. Let us welcome ma'am with a big round of applause. I would also request Assistant Professors from PG Department of MHR and DDGDVC, Mr. Madhyaragan, Mrs. Veena Lakshmanan and Dr. Sucharita ma'am to occupy the dais. Dear audience, let us welcome them with a big round of applause. From 2nd MHR to introduce our chief guest for the valedictory session, Ms. Beulah Alphonse, Head, Learning and Organization Development, Larsen and Turbo, Heavy Civil Infrastructure Independent Company, Chennai for this evening, who will be addressing upon the topic, Transformative Mentorship, Empowering Diversity.
Good evening everyone. I, Sri Soundarya from 2nd MA HRM, feel absolute honor in introducing a distinguished leader in the field of learning and development, a visionary who has transformed workplace learning and leadership growth, Ms. Beulah Alphonse. With an impressive career spanning over 29 years, she has made a significant impact in the corporate world, shaping talent strategies and forecasting leadership excellence, currently serving as head of learning and organizational development at L&T Heavy Civil Infrastructure. She has been instrumental in designing and implementing innovative learning programs that drive both employees' growth and business success. Her expertise in leadership development, culture transformation, and digital learning strategies has benefited leading organizations such as Flextronics and TVS Motors. Beyond her expertise in learning and organizational development, Beulah is passionate advocate for diversity, equity, and inclusion, working tirelessly to create an inclusive workplace that empower employees at all levels. She holds prestigious certifications in leadership and team development and has collaborated with multicultural teams worldwide. With an MBA in HR and executive education from IIM Calcutta, she brings a strategic and people-centric approach to the organizational learning. Additionally, she has mentored young professionals, led large-scale training initiatives for thousands of employees, and introduced cutting-edge learning technologies to enhance workplace development. Her contributions continue to shape the future of workforce learning and leadership. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Ms. Beulah Alphonse.
I would now like to invite Mr. P. Nadiyaragan, Assistant Professor, PG Department of MHRM, to felicitate our chief guest, Ms. Beulah Alphonse, as a token of gratitude and appreciation. Let's have a big round of applause to your audience. I welcome you, ma'am, to address the session. The stage is all yours now.
All right, good evening everyone. How many are students in this room and how many are working professionals? A raise of hand would help. Okay, great. All right. Thank you so much, team. I would want, I understand you had a lot of discussions around diversity, inclusion, different genders, you know, in terms of different generations as well. My topic here is about how, you know, the next gen, which is going to come into work, or which is already in the workspace, right? And how do we work together? That's pretty much, right? As HR professionals, when you come in, right, maybe a year or two, you'll all will, as HR professionals, what is the challenges which is ahead of us and how do we manage? That's where we are, right? And pretty much what I'm going to cover, we'll talk about this space, right? Feel free to shoot your questions. I would want this to be more interactive, but you know, the space constraint, I'll stay put here and we'll continue, right? My topic here is empowering tomorrow, and each one of you have a role to play, right? Let me quickly move. This got covered in the morning? Yes, everyone? different generations, right? It got covered. Now, if you look at the 1997 to 2012, the Gen Z, right? They are already in workforce. People have started working. For us in Larsen & Toubro, we have easily 30%, a little more than that now, our employees who are Gen Z. Right? At any given point in my organization, I have 4 generations working. Right? I have a baby boomer inside, my senior leader who's close to 69 years old is in the system, right? And I have all generations inside, 4 generations working together. Question is, will we have challenges? What kind of challenges? Adapting would be difficult, okay? Change in trends, okay? What other challenges do you foresee? Technology, yes, absolutely. Perspectives could vary, could be very different, right? So this brings a lot of challenges, and you're coming into the HR world in a time where across the globe we are saying a quarter of the population will be Gen Z, right? It's not easy, right? Because we need to be looking at different policies, processes. A lot of changes are going to come in the future, and you will come at that time, right? And some of us are already there. We've seen, but we need to adapt is something which is very, very clear for all of us, right? We are in, this is my 30th year in the corporate world, and I very well know I need to adapt, right? I can't say this is how we've been managing HR or managing people and we'll continue to do. You come and adapt. No, we will equally adapt with you. Because it's going to be a very different world which is going to come in, right? So that's, keeping that in mind, what do you think they want? What do you think the next gen would want? My assumption is some of you are next gen? Yes? Okay. You see how the paradigm is going to change for us as HR? What else do you think? Okay. 3 things are extremely important. Let me talk about that. One is a very strong belief, right? I come in, I want to contribute. That's something which is very clear for them. Second is, what do I become when I come in and contribute? And a very important part is, do I belong? Right? Do I belong? It's something I'm sure each of the Gen Z would ask us, and we need to be having those answers for them, right? Very similar, let me go back, right? All 4 generations may want this very similar things, right? I want to belong to a place, right? I want to be accepted, valued, respected. All these things are there. But what is so unique between a Gen Z and the previous generations? We need to keep that in mind, right? So let me quickly put this up. What is common between all generations? I put it up there. Yeah? Everybody has that strong value system which is clearly aligned to the organization value system. That's not going to change, right? We are looking at everybody needs to have a growth mindset, focus on learning, right? That's not going to change. Look at the third important point. Everybody is looking at well-being, connections, networking. That's not going to change. So what is so unique about the Gen Z then? Any thoughts? What is so unique about the Gen Z? They are very bold, is what you're saying, okay? Somebody mentioned freedom, right? That whole cool environment, the freedom. And when they want to, when they want to contribute, they're very clear that they would want to come, contribute, make an impact, right? At the same time, please look at this. Any work anywhere, Anytime? Right? That's something a Gen Z is clearly asking us. Also, we're looking at technology, you already did mention. Also look at the skills you would require. It's going to be very different. As HR, when you come in, the kind of policies you need to be putting in place is also going to change. Right? So you need to be thinking in that direction. At the same time, you start looking at the whole well-being. That's taken a very different turn. Every organization is talking about emotional well-being, mental well-being, right? Creating a psychological safe environment for people. So these things are going to be extremely, extremely important. Yes? Make sense, everybody? All right. If you look at the dynamics which is changing in the HR space with Gen Z coming in, you see the dynamics which is changing, right? Pretty much you already talk about tech savvy, purpose driven, flexibility, collaborative in nature. These are the things that Gen Z is clearly asking us, right? At the same time, the kind of learning opportunities, the feedback mechanism, and it needs to be completely collaborative. That's exactly what a Gen Z is asking. Guys, I need you all to concentrate. Because I've spent my time and I've come here. I have prepared for this and I've come here. That's the least respect you would give. If you think this is not interesting, I'm more than happy to stop here. Right? If this is the HR which is going to come in, I'm worried. I'm seriously worried. Am I clear, everyone? Right? I've come here, I've prepared for this conversation, not to scare you, but the world around us is changing. We need to adapt. We need to adapt. And what are things which is changing is what I'm going to quickly talk about. This is the basic respect we have for each other as HR professionals. Deal? Yes? Thank you. Right. So we're looking at the kind of shift which is happening. I'm sure the leaders in the past, in the morning when they came in, they did touch upon empathetic leadership, did they? It's going to be crucial. And each one of us need to be empathetic. We're dealing with people, right? We're dealing with a society of people who are coming into workforce who are extremely quiet. Now, why do I say they are quiet? Right? Anything I want, my phone answers for me, right? At a click of a button, I get Google to answer, right? Anything now. So where is this connection of me talking to somebody, networking, right? And look at my time, right? I'm Gen X. My time when after school or college, when I came home, I had my grandparents at home. My mother was at home. So a lot of things were taken care, right? That initial connect at home, my mom or my grandparents would ask me what happened in school or college. What kind of conversations did you have with your friends? So I had somebody to talk to at home. There was constantly communication which kept happening at home. Come to my generation, both husband and wife working, children come home to a locked house, right? We have given them the freedom that they can open, come in, make their own snack, watch TV, spend that time, right? And Alexa at home, it can answer a lot of questions. You have your mobile, your TV, a lot of things are gadgets, electronic gadgets are in place, right? But there's nobody in the human to have that connect with. It's a very scary generation which will come inside. Why? Because they will not talk to you. If they have a challenge, they may not communicate to you. Hence, we are going to see a very quiet generation which will come. And hence, all the more HR needs to be playing a very crucial role here. Right? You are going to build leaders in the organization. Right? It could be a talent development interventions you put for leadership. It could be hiring the right people inside. But you need to bring in more empathetic leaders into the organization. That becomes a very important responsibility for us. Yeah. because this generation wouldn't talk. So you need to create avenues where they communicate, where they feel they belong. Otherwise, they would come and go. It will be a very quiet generation which will come and go. And there's already conversations like this generation will always have one foot out. Will always have one foot out. So it's all the more scary, right? And as HR, when we come in, it's extremely important that we retain talent as well. It becomes a critical role for us. How do you retain this generation? Right? I'm not here to scare you, but I'm going to put the reality on your face. Right? So that's important. I want you to watch this video. If you've already watched, great, but people who have not watched it, is the audio on? Can I try?
The three most annoying words in the English language. Kids these days. Either you've said this phrase before, or it has been thrown your way. But in all likelihood, both cases are true. Because this is only natural. People complain about those younger than them. It is a cycle of life. Researchers call it the kids these days effect. Creative, I know. Now this effect is in full swing because Gen Z, or those but work too little. They don't respect hierarchies. They don't want to pay their dues, and they always have one foot out the door. Plus, they despise skinny jeans, which, let's face it, is half the millennial wardrobe. And this is not too far off. More members of Gen Z are entering the C-suite. Don't worry, the average age of the CEO is still 54, but the number of young CEOs is on the rise. And what's on their agenda? Few meetings, fewer email chains, and lots of emojis. This generation, you see, grew up with technology, so they're using it to make life simpler. Instead of holding meetings, they're sending voice notes. Instead of using words, they're using emojis and GIFs. Plus, Gen Z workers love flexibility. Some hate cabins or desks. Some don't want to show up to work. Some despise fixed working hours. A quarter of Gen Z say their productivity peaks at night. That's when they want to work. But less than 15% of the older generations log on after 6 p.m. That's quite the conundrum. But Gen Z want workplaces to be more casual. The young are more open to talking about mental health. They want to discuss political opinions, and they despise formal email sign-offs. So they're saying goodbye to professional language. 41% workers say yours truly is dying, and 36% claim yours sincerely has been given a death sentence. And new form regards are taking their place quite literally. It is no wonder that 3 in 4 managers find it difficult to work with Gen Z. Many complain of walking on eggshells, like they can't speak their mind, because one argument and their young employee is out the door. At least that's the impression. Because Gen Z is thinking differently about loyalty. For young workers, job hopping has lost its stigma. In fact, they are willing to change careers thrice. That's blasphemous to boomers, and it can hurt careers. Sure, work life is slowly changing, but some perceptions still persist. Repeatedly switching jobs is a red flag for traditional employers. So is informality. Many young workers want to be themselves, so they communicate casually or express political views non-stop, but this may not sit well with all companies. Workers still have professional responsibilities, there are certain expectations, and studies show that poor communication can stall career progress. Yes, some things are worth fighting for, but if every battle seems worthwhile, then you ought to rethink. I guess the smart approach is to be pragmatic, and this applies to older workers as well. Working with Gen Z poses its challenges, as it should, but they are the future of work. By next year, Gen Z will form a quarter of the global workforce. They will shape hiring, they will shape workplace trends, they will influence technology, public policy, clothes, food, all of it. In short, they will change how companies function. So ignoring the divide between the young and the old is not an option. It is time we rethink our perceptions and find a middle ground by balancing formality with approachability and tasks with relationships. It is not about changing who you are, it is about adapting.
Make sense? Right? So it's not easy, right? I'm talking to the young generation, but when you come in, you take that responsibility of managing other people as well as HR, right? How many HR in this room are? Oh, you're pursuing, okay. Studying HR? HR, okay, big number, right? So this is the kind of challenge we will foresee in the coming years, right? By 2026, my company, right, specifically, we are 10,000 strong. 65% of my company employees will be Gen Z. That's the challenge we are facing, right? So attrition would be there. People would come and go. Now, how do I create a safe environment for people to come, contribute, feel valued, appreciated, where they strongly feel they belong to this organization? That's going to be the challenge, provided they communicate. And I need to put that extra effort to communicate with this group of people, make them open up, have human connect, human conversation. Technology is great, no doubt about it, right? It should be an enabler for us. So these are the challenges I'm putting forward in front of you, right? Now business has its priorities. That's not going to change. Am I in your way? Yeah. Business priorities are not going to change. Their ask from HR, right? Or what they would want to achieve is a different ball game here, right? Again, employees, the kind of change we are seeing, different generations working and the kind of challenges we see, HR needs to play the role of a bridge here. We need to play that role, right? When we play that role, what is extremely important is, it's less about HR, it's more about how are you managing your stakeholders, right? For HR, who is your stakeholder? Employees only? Exactly, you play the role, you are a bridge between both. Management would ask you if there is challenges. An employee would communicate with you. So you play that role. You are a bridge between both, right? Management's expectation is something you need to manage, right? Let me quickly show you that. If you start looking at, the key ask from management, it is the performance, revenue, the kind of customers we are bringing in. We're talking about acquisition, retention, right? Again, if you look at the resources we need to bring in the organization, at an organization level or a business level I'm talking about, right? I'm just quickly going to show you this, the opportunities, market share. This is the worry of an organization, right? This is the worry of management. And we need to help them achieve all this as HR, because we need to have a role to play in every area. We may say this is not HR's job, but if you're going to support business, you need to be supporting in these areas, right? Be it how does your initiatives clearly contribute to revenue, customer acquisition. When we sit in leadership meeting, we just don't talk about people. We also talk about revenue, the kind of contribution an employee is making, the productivity, right? We talk about this to leadership, right? It could be, okay, we have a lot of headcount in this particular project. How can I balance this? How can I move this resource to another project which is struggling for manpower? A lot of discussions like this happens, right? And we talk revenue. So when we say seat at the table, a business will give an HR a seat at the table when we are able to speak their language. So it's extremely important that you understand business. You need to understand business, because we think our role is managing people, our role is also supporting business. Yes, everyone? So it's extremely important, right? So as HR, we have to wear multiple hats, right? So that's something I wanted to keep each one of you reminded, that it's just not people. It's about the way we support business as well, right? And in every conversation, business will ask you these questions. And we need to have an answer, right? So that's where we play a bridge between an employee and business. All right? Okay, if you look at the old ways of functioning, right? I'll talk about maybe 10, 15 years ago, right? It was a lot of processes in place, and then HR was a police, right? Our role was to ensure everything happened, people came on time, canteen functioned well, right? Medical facilities were there. A lot of basic things were done. But we are looking at a very different HR now. We're calling them strategic HR. The mundane tasks are all given away to shared services, right? We have shared services which has taken a lot of load, payroll, leaves, all that earlier HR used to manage, which is all offloaded off, right? So when you come in, they expect you to strategize. And when we say strategize, this is exactly what we do, right? I'm sure there were a lot of questions in the quiz as well about HRBP role, right? You need to be playing that role of a collaborative business partner with business, with employees, right? It's just not employees. That's something I wanted to call out here, right? You need to have solutions for their business needs. You need to be a trusted advisor, a strategic partner. This is the role of an HR, an emerging role of an HR we need to keep in mind, right? Look at it. It's not just not HR. Everybody in the organization is responsible for people. It's just not HR. That's something we need to keep in mind, right? Again, a question to all of you. Are you driving a transformational agenda in your organization? Maybe and when you come into the organization as well, right? This is the kind of question we will be asked. What transformational agenda you are going to drive for this organization, right? So we need to be having those answers, right? And for that, we need to be partnering with business. Now, I love this slide, and I've done this many times, right? All I'm trying to look at is two parameters. One is your understanding of business. Another very important part is you having the right capability or the competency, right? When you come into the industry and your competency is not great, if it's low, and you don't understand business, or you're trying to understand business, what kind of activities can you handle? It is very transactional activities you will handle, right? Support transactions, anything which is office related, any advice, max, that's all we can do. When our capability is low and our understanding of business is low. Start looking upwards where your understanding of business is high, but you still, not developed your competency. What kind of role can you play? You can play a support function role, right? When you move into the transformational role, look at your capability which is developed, look at the understanding of business which is expected. Make sense, everyone? Should we all be there? That's where we need to be, right? For that, when you come in, it's not just people, you need to be understanding business, the profits the company makes, the kind of challenges they have in the environment, right? A lot of things about the business you need to understand. That should be the top priority for us as HR. Once we understand that, we will bring the right people in to meet those challenges, to mitigate those risks, right? And the right learning, right opportunities, everything is our responsibility, right? So it's extremely important that you understand business and you build your capability. The advisor stage is where you understand your capability is so good that you become an advisor or a consultant, right? So I may be called for some organization where I don't know much about them, but if they show me certain processes, certain policies, I know where things needs to change. That's a very different ball game, right? But currently where we should be in the transformational area. That's exactly where we should be pushing ourselves, right? Otherwise, what we do will be only transactional or support function. I don't think any organization, large organizations, my organization is not looking at us as a support function, right? We are called enablers and we are expected to sit in the boardroom. We partner with business. That's the kind of role each one of you should aspire, right? Otherwise it becomes a clerk job. Let's not get there, right? All these things, AI will take over. Trust me, in just a couple of years, we will, lot of things. I was in one of the conferences some time back. Your salary, you can generate. There was an application which was introduced. So you don't need an HR to process your payroll. You can do it yourself. We all apply leaves in the organization. Click off a button, I can apply from which date to which date, I go on leave. Same way I can apply. There is some mechanism back end which will take care, and I can clearly, apply on the tool for my salary. Where is the role of HR then? Right? So that's one of the reasons why I said we need to be moving in that direction. For that, we need to understand business. Yeah. As, again, agile HR, people are talking about agile HR. What agile HR exactly means is, one, are you able to enhance employee experience in the organization? Are you able to drive change? At the same time, we're talking about, can you create a business impact? These are three things an agile HR is expected to do. Right? So when you come in and you play a role of an HRBP, please ask yourself these three questions. Right? Am I creating impact? Am I being a change agent or driving change in the organization? Am I creating the right employee experience in the organization? What should we be doing to create the right experience for our employees? Right? This is the question we should be asking ourselves. Look at the competencies. I'll just pause here. Please look at the competencies a HR person needs to have. Business knowledge, I did speak about it. HR delivery, we're talking about it. Technology, each one of us need to be hands-on in AI, the kind of technology which is coming in. Strategy contribution, I love the last word, which is your credibility, your personal credibility is also equally important. Right? Just imagine a tree, all of you, right? There are roots which is beneath the ground and the tree. Roots are very strong, it's your credibility, right? The branch could be your competency, the skills you bring, or the right. If you don't bring your credibility in, trust me, you're of no use to me. If you only bring skills, both need to be in combination. You need to have the right credibility, you need to have the competence. Otherwise, you're of no use. So these are things I want you to keep in mind, right? So we look for personal credibility as well. I want this question, just look at this question here. How many people that you know have any of these challenges which is put here? Yeah, it could be, I'm agitated, I don't feel like getting up and going to college. Could be anything. Right? Look at it. The things we're talking about, sleep disturbance, right? Or lack of motivation. I can also raise my hand for this because I also go through it. Right? Now you know why empathetic leadership is important. I'll give you some more numbers very quickly, right, in the interest of time. Look at the cost. We're going to incur roughly $6 trillion globally. For what? Right? Mental illness. That's the kind of cost we will incur in the coming years. Again, this is again from the Harvard published. Depression and anxiety disorders cost the global roughly $1 trillion a year. Loneliness impacts 58% adults. And that also has a cost. 41% of surveyed employees feel they are emotionally drained. This is the workforce you will come and manage. UN has defined mental health as a global development priority for us. Make sense, everybody? Why we need more empathetic leaders in the organization? Yeah? Yeah. Yeah. I'm almost done. Yeah. I'm just putting this up. Just have a look at it. Each one of us need to do it for ourselves and to people around us. Yeah? Make sense, everybody? Sorry. Okay. Want to almost finish this. When you come in and when we talk about equality and equity, I think a lot of conversation happened today around diversity, right? Diversity, inclusion. What is the difference between these two? According to you? Come on, you all did hear this in the morning. Okay. Give him a big round of applause, please. That's exactly what it means, right? I want to just show you a picture here. That's exactly what he said. I'm sure you all would have seen this picture in the past, right? Did you all? Yeah? Look at it. Equality is what? Giving? Everybody? Yeah. And in terms of equity, it is being fair in the situation. Right? Now please connect it back to the HR role. Whatever we are discussing, please connect it back to the role you're going to play. I'm talking about one more step here. What is the third step here? Systemic change. And who brings this in the organization? You and I need to bring in. Right? We have a lot of responsibility, guys. A lot. Now this is serious business, right? The last part, it is serious business for us. Because you need to be thinking in that direction. For that, you need to know your audience really, really well. Like he said, how do I know this person requires 100 rupees, this person already has 100 rupees, and this person only needs 50 rupees? How do I know that? Yeah? For that, you need to understand the people, you need to understand what is possible, what is not possible in terms of the changes you bring in the system. Yeah? Very quickly, I'll move on. We've been talking about DEI for a very long time, right? Now, DEI is over. It's over. In most of the organizations, we just give some numbers and that's about it. Now, we need to relook at DEI, right? So DEI, diversity, inclusion, and what is the third one? Equity. Then we started talking about belonging, right? Now we are talking about a new framework which is called FAIR. What does FAIR means? What's the first one? Fairness in all the dealings, right? That's starting off on an equity foot. Look at the access. Access is the systemic change I'm talking about, right? The third picture which you saw, it's beyond equity, is something which we need to be creating in our organization. And then we're looking at inclusion and representation. Now this is the new DEI for us, and we need to be looking at it. When you come into the corporate world, a lot of effort is put in this direction to bring fairness into everything we do, give access to people, right? Ensure there's representation. At the same time, we really walk the talk, right? When we talk about inclusion, we really mean that, right? And I really understand what you want and provide that. That's inclusion for us. Any questions at this point for me? We're almost at the end. Is it scary? No? All geared up to come into the corporate world? Any questions? I know I'm at the fag end stopping you from stepping out, looks like. But I've tried my best to just shake you up a little, because when you come into the corporate world, we are looking at a lot of changes in the corporate world, right? We are welcoming Gen Z coming inside. We are looking at a lot of process change, right? Ours is a legacy organization. We are 86 years old. But we are looking at how we can adapt to bring in new generation inside, right? What kind of policies we need to be putting in place. So a lot of thought process is on in this direction, right? With that, thank you so much, everyone. It was lovely talking to all of you. I wish I had the session a little earlier in the afternoon, right? That would have helped a little more, because when they come into the corporate world, what we expect from them is what I really wanted to convey. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you so much, Bula ma'am, for their invaluable words and amazing session. Let us once again give Ms. Bula Alphonse a big round of applause. Now, let's dive into the most thrilling part of the evening, the announcement of national level HR quiz winners. These participants have showcased extraordinary talent throughout the event. To reveal the names of our outstanding winners, I may invite Ms. Bula Alphonse to please step forward and share the well-deserved recognition. And the winner is, any guesses? It's Deepthi Menon from MSSW College. Ms. Deepthi, kindly come on the stage. The first runner-up goes to Devadarshini M from STNB College. Let us give a big round of applause. the second runner-up goes to Ms. Meena Gayatri L from MOP. Let us give a big round of applause. We have two special prizes. The first one goes to Miss Harini from Etharaj College for Women. And the last special prize goes to Miss Riddhi Sharma from SRM College. I would request our faculty members and the team NIPM to join on the dais for a photo session. Dear witness, kindly join on the stage. I would request the faculty members of PG Department of HRM to join on the stage for the photo session. Of this incredible journey. Before we draw curtains on this memorable evening, I would like to invite the President of Harshari Student Forum, Mr. J.V. Ajay Aditya, to deliver the vote of thanks, where he will express our heartfelt gratitude to everyone who has been driving force behind Tanthra 2024-25 and contributed towards the success of this remarkable event. Let us welcome Mr. Ajay with a big round of applause.
Good evening, everyone. It's my honor to stand before you today as we conclude this remarkable edition of Tanthra. This has been a true celebration of learning, collaboration and innovation in the field of human resource management. First and foremost, I would like to extend my deepest gratitude to our esteemed Secretary, Shri Ashok Kumar Mundraji, and our Principal, Captain Dr. S. Santosh Babu, for their unwavering support and guidance. Your leadership and vision has been instrumental in making this event a reality, and we are truly grateful for your encouragement. I also extend my heartfelt thanks to our esteemed speakers and panelists. Your insights, expertise, and thought-provoking discussions have enriched our understanding of the latest HR trends and challenges. Your contribution have made this event not just informative but truly inspiring. A sincere thanks to all the participants and delegates who have joined us, whether from far or near. Your enthusiasm, engagement, and curiosity have been the driving force behind the success of Tanthra. Events like this thrive because of the passion and commitment of individuals like you. Before I go further, I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to Ms. Aruna Kumari, our head in charge, for her unwavering support and encouragement. Your guidance has played a vital role in making Tanthra a success. We truly appreciate your leadership. A special acknowledgement goes to our organizing committee and dedicated volunteers. A seamless execution of this event is a result of your tireless efforts, meticulous planning, and unwavering dedication. In particular, I would like to express my gratitude to Professor Madhi Aragan for leading the digital media team, Professor Veena Lakshmanan for her incredible efforts in managing hospitality, Professor Anusha for efficiently handling logistics, and Dr. Sujarita for overseeing registration. We are also deeply grateful to our sponsors whose generous support has played a crucial role in making Tanthra a grand success. A heartfelt thanks to Avatar Group, NIPM, Neyveli Lignite Corporation, RR Associates, and Career for believing in our vision and contributing to the platform for learning and professional growth. I would also like to thank Munna Events for their smooth support. Additionally, I would like to express a sincere appreciation to those who have contributed behind the scenes. A special thanks to Ms. Poonam, our disguised alumni, Mr. Rumesh, our Associate Professor, DDGDVC, for their continued support and guidance, which have been instrumental in shaping this event. We are also grateful to Mr. Thirukumaran, Mr. Jagdish, and Mr. Bharat from Neyveli Lignite Corporation, whose valuable assistance has added to the success of Tanthra. Your indirect contribution has made a significant impact, and we deeply appreciate your support. To our faculties, sponsors, and supporting institutions, your engagement and belief in this initiative have been instrumental in bringing Tanthra to life. Your support has empowered us to create an event that bridges academia and industry, fostering meaningful discussions and connections. Finally, to each and every one of you, thank you for being a part of Tanthra. Your presence, participation, and commitment to learning and growth in HR domain makes this event truly special. Wishing you all continued success and a wonderful evening ahead. Thank you.
With that, we come to an end of this grand event. We hope you leave with a treasure trove of innovation, new friendships, and unforgettable memories. Thank you all for being an integral part of this extraordinary event, and we look forward in creating more innovative experiences and memories together. I would also like to thank Kumaran Anna and the entire team. Let us give a big round of applause to the entire digital media team who ensured that the entire session was seamless without any glitches. Let us once again give a big round of applause to them. I would request the gathering to rise up for the national anthem. Wishing you all a fantastic evening and safe journeys ahead. And you may all